So is it a cult or is it a religion? Hey guys, it's John here. My voice is still working its way out. Drinking my hot tea with honey and lemon. And I wanted to make this video on, is it a cult or religion? I've discussed this before in other videos, but I really wanted to talk about this from the perspective of what is a cult? What is a religion? You know, when you look them up in the dictionary, it's very interesting. A religion is a set of beliefs based around a certain person and a set of doctrines you must live into. And you must believe that the person is divine in some fashion. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the definition of cult. That was not the definition of religion. But you read the definition of religion, it's very similar. It actually just leaves out the person, which is funny because when you look at all the religions that we know of, they all have a central figure or a person that they are leaning into and guiding from. You know, you have Abraham and Moses and Jeshua and Muhammad and Baha'u'llah and Buddha and Krishna and all the rest, as Marianne the professor would be chagrined at. But I want to look at this from the perspective of, is it a religion or is it a cult? And when you look at the definition of cult and you look at what a religion is, you find out that all of them are cults. You know, in ancient Egypt, when they talked about the Amun-Ra cultists, they're the people who believed in Amun-Ra, right? They're the cult of Amun-Ra. When you come up through religions, the ones that have decided to be religions and not cults are the ones who have declared their divinity and have forced that divinity down upon people and said, no, this is not a cult. This is what the truth is. But every cult that you've ever dealt with has said, this is what the truth is. Every one of them is a cult of some form. Every religion is a cult of some form. And when it comes down to being a cult, you have to lean into what they say, you have to believe what they say, you have to spread what they say, and you have to indoctrinate others into what they say, which is what every religion in the world does. When you look at your own life, you know, you can find beautiful, beautiful things that are going on. You can find negative things that are going on. But when you look at the religions, you can find the beautiful statements from all of those amazing people. You can also find all these rules and regulations and judgments and fear-based stuff that's in there. So are the deities of the cults the bad ones, or are the cults and the people who have created religions around those people the ones who are bastardizing the teachings? And I say bastardizing in the idea that it's removed from its origins. You know, it's not of the Father; it is of a derivation of the Father, or the source, as it were. I think when you look at spirituality, you need to look at all of the sources. That's why I have all these books and all those books over there, because I like to look at all of the sources. It's why I often quote movies and plays and things of that nature, because the truth is in all of them. God is everywhere. But once you lock into the cult of a religion, you have blinded yourself to the possibility of God being bigger, beautiful, and simple. Because now you've gone into the rules and regulations of a cult mentality. You know, when you look at the world right now, so many people are struggling with their Catholicism or their Christianity. And the reason they're struggling is because we're coming to a point in time where people are starting to see all the fear-based stuff and all the things that make no sense, and they're starting to question, and they're starting to realize that they feel unworthy and unloved because of the religion, because of what they've chosen to believe, because of that. But that religion itself was a cult. A cult. And right now, 30% of the world are Christian, but less than half of them are practicing. And in the world, it is still the largest of beliefs, but it's still only, when you take the half out, it's still only 15% of the world who are dictating to the rest what they're supposed to believe, that are judging people for what they believe. Because those 15% are hopelessly devoted. Sorry, Olivia Newton-John. They're hopelessly devoted to their figure that is the head of their cult. And all the rules that have been wrapped around that figure. Jeshua never would have started a religion. Jeshua never would have started a cult. Jeshua was literally speaking about the oneness of God and the divinity within you. Father and I have one. Book of John literally says we are one with Jeshua. And when you look at those teachings, you come to realize he never would have promoted a cult or a religion. He never wanted to be deified. Greater works than I have done, you will do. He never wanted that, to be deified. He wanted us to step into our power. And every religion, every cult takes you away from your power. And it puts it into a deity and takes you to the point of being unworthy because now you're beneath a deity. And Jeshua was all about the oneness of God, which is complete equality. The word equality is moot in the oneness of God because it just is. There's nothing else in the oneness of God but pure love and equality. But there's no need for the word equality because it just is. I am that I am. And I hope that this finds the person who's supposed to hear this today and realize that just be loving in the world. Just love one another. You do that, you will have a beautiful life. And the people who will think of you as being wrong because you don't believe as they do, they're the ones who are angry and judgmental. Do you want to live angry and judgmental, or do you want to live joyful, beautiful, and loving? The choice is yours. You can fall into the cult and the religion, or you can step into being love in this moment and expressing that into the world and showing the world how beautiful it is. That's my thought on this. You guys have a great day. And I'll talk to you soon. See ya. Bye.